If there's anything I could say that really took our team to the next level, this would be it.
I was that musician. I was already pretty good at my instrument, and I put a lot of time and energy into preparing for each set, so I definitely held myself to a higher standard. When I heard a lead part or cool riff or something, it was like, I gotta know exactly how to play that. That's half the fun. The problem was, if you've done any sort of search for a tutorial online, you know that 99% of the stuff out there teaching how to play worship songs is either very much geared towards beginners, or it's really just completely wrong and bad quality. We, as a worship community, we really needed a better option. That's why we created Worship Online. There was such a need for a place where experienced musicians and those already out there on the front lines of their worship teams, where they can get the quality content that they need to learn their parts. And that's something that hasn't really existed before. We aren't your typical worship tutorial site. We teach the parts exactly as they're played on the album with extreme accuracy and quality, no matter how difficult or even simple the parts may be. We're for the musician looking to learn an exact lead guitar line or vocal harmony that's buried in a mix. And we're for the busy volunteer that needs to shave hours off of learning songs, and we're for the worship leader looking for a reliable way to resource his or her team.
We've been using Worship Online for about a year now. Before we started using it, we had team members kind of showing up playing their own interpretations. The sound of the band definitely struggled. It was a huge hassle for us every week trying to get everyone on the same page. We had tried some other resources and nothing cut it as far as the quality and accuracy we needed. We actually heard about Worship Online from some of our musicians who were using it on their own already, which blew our minds because before we couldn't pay some of these guys to use the resources that we were using. But the way we knew we'd stumbled across something great with Worship Online was when our experienced musicians started telling us that they loved it as well. So each week, we just share out a set list from in the site, and with all the resources like the charts, the tabs, lessons on top of each tutorial, we actually can trust that everyone, no matter their skill level, is getting exactly what they need. There's really no better feeling than everyone showing up to rehearsal knowing their parts perfectly. Our band sounds 10 times better, everyone's more relaxed, we're having way more fun, and everyone has more freedom to focus more on worship and not every detail of what they're playing.
I mean, that's been one of the most fulfilling things to us, serving and watching what we're doing from our small studio in Nashville begin to revolutionize the way that thousands of churches prepare for their worship sets each week.